Okay, good morning all of you. Last class we started direct and inverse proportion and we just discussed what is mean by that direct and inverse proportion. Now today we can discuss direct proportion in briefly. Okay, direct proportion we know if the increase in one quantity leads to the increase in other quantity. Okay, in a ratio that then the ratio will be remains constant. That we discussed in taking one example with the length of then again we can discuss one more example. If we take length of a cloth, so okay, length of cloth we take its length, we take it as x, and its cost if we take it as y, and cost we represent in rupees and length we represent in meter. Okay, then for if the length of the cloth increase, its cost also will increase. Okay, that is then it is a direct proportion. And if the length of the cloth is decrease, its price also, its cost also will be decreasing. So that types of proportions are direct proportions. Suppose when we consider when 2 meter cloth we take, if its cost is 100 rupees, and if we take 6 meter cloth, then its cost is given 300. If it is 7, its cost is 350, like that. One table is given. Then when we take its ratio, okay, if you take its ratio, look at, so each we can find out 2 by 100, okay, 2 by x by y. When we take the ratio x by y, that is when we take the ratio of length and cost, so x by y is equal to 2 by 100. The same ratio will get when we take 6 by 300 also. So it will be equal to 7 by 350, like that. All will be getting the same ratio. You look what is the ratio simplest form, 1 by 50. Okay, 1 by 54. When we take all these, we will get 1 by 50 as the simplest ratio. So that means if the two quantities are in the same, if they are in direct proportion, we can say x by y will be equal to next if we take this, suppose each when we take it, if it is y1, if we take this as x2, y2, and if suppose if it is x3, y3, like that, what we can say, x1 by y1 will be equal to x2 by y2. Okay, this ratio will be the same ratio. So using this general idea, we can find out the unknown value from the given examples. Okay, take one questions. So if the two quantities are in the same ratio, how we can find out the unknown? Using this x1 by y1 will be equal to x2 by y2. Take one question. All of you take your textbook and take one question from the page number that is example 3. Okay, example 3, page number 206. Page number 206, that example question we can discuss. Example 3. If the weight of 12 sheets of this 12 sheets of thick paper is 40 grams, how many sheets of the same paper would weigh 2.5 kilogram? Okay, if the weight of 2 sheets of thick paper, and how many sheets of the same paper would be for 2.5 kilogram. So here which are the quantities we take? First one is number of sheets. Okay, so if we take one table, it will be very easy. Number of sheets, and another it is weight. Okay, number and weight we are comparing here. Okay, so what is the given? So if the number of sheets, if it is 12, what is its weight? That is given. How much? Its weight is given 40 gram. Here weight we are representing in gram. Okay, so if there are 12 sheets, its weight is given 40 gram, and we want to find out how many sheets of the same paper. Here we don't know the number of sheets here, so we can take one variable x here. We don't know how many sheets here, but its weight is given how much? 2.5 kilogram. 2.5 kilogram is how much gram? 2500 gram. Then using this table it is very easy. How we can find out that value of x? Okay, then what? Then first you have to find out. After reading the question you want to understand which proportion, direct or inverse. That is, when the number of sheets increase, its weight also will be increase. Okay, and if the number of sheets decrease, weight will be decrease. So it is a direct proportion. So if it is direct proportion, we can take this equation x1 by y1 will be equal to x2 by y2. Okay, then x1 and y1 is this. x1 we can take it as 12 by 40, that will be equal to x2, that is not given here, x2. So that we can simply take it as the variable x, and this is given 2500. From this it is very easy to find out the value of x. Okay, so what will be the value of x? So x will be equal to 12 into 2500 divided by 40. Okay, after simplification you will get its answer as 750 will get. After the simplification you will get the value of x as 750. So that is the number of sheets. So we want to find out, it is 750. Okay, it is only here, only we want to check the two quantities are in direct or inverse. That only we want to check. If it is direct, we can use this equation, and if it is inverse, that we can study next. That is another equation we are using. From the question itself it will be very clear, okay, which is direct or inverse, that we can understand it. Okay, if you know the meaning of this question, it will be very clearly we can find out it is direct or inverse. If it is direct, you want to use this x1 by y1 equal x2 by y2. Now another example you look. Very easy questions. Now, a train is moving, example 4th question. A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 km per hour. Okay, how far, first question, how far will it travel in 20 minutes? And next is find the time required to cover a distance of 250 km. Okay, here two questions are there. First, what is the quantities here required? Okay, first one is distance travelled. Two quantities, first is distance and next is what? Time taken. Okay, so when we take a table, no need of taking that table, it is very clear. If it is drawing that table, you will be very clear. After that, if you thorough that's full, then without using that table, you can use only x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. Okay, so if it is any doubts, first if you drawing this type of table, it will be very clear. Time taken. Okay, so what is the given? A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 km per hour. Okay, so distance, how much? 75 km. Distance is given in kilometer and time is given in hour. That hours we want to convert into minutes. That is better. For calculation it will be better converting to minutes. So if the distance 75 km, what will be the time taken? 1 minute. 75 km per hour means in 1 hour 75 km. So in 1 hour means how many minutes? 60 minutes. Okay. Next is what is first question. How far will it travel in 20 minutes? Okay. If the time is 20, what is the time taken? So we can take any variable x or y. Okay. We want to find out the value of x. One more question is there. Find the time required to cover a distance of 250 km. Next is given, distance is given 250 km. Then what is the time that we want to find out? So here already we take one variable x. So next we can take another variable y. Then using that equation very clearly we can find out. We know if as it is direct, that type you want to write as it is direct variation x1 by y1 equal x2 by y2. Here instead of x1 what we can take 75. And y1 what we can take is 60. 75 by 60 equal to, instead of x2 we can simply write x and y2 we can take 20. From this we will get the value of x. Okay, find out the value of x from this. All of you know the calculation. 75 multiply with 20 and divide by 60. Next you want to find out second. This is the first question. Second question is what? find the time required to cover a distance of 250 kilometer. So that also direct variation. So here also we can use the same x1 by y1 equal x2 by y2. Instead of x1 75 by 60, that will be equal to 250 by y. Okay, from this we can find out the value of y also. So how we can calculate 75? First multiply with y. 75 into y equal 250 into 60. Therefore y equal, okay, it will be equal to that divided by 75. Using that calculation you can find out the time taken for the distance of 250 kilometer. This type of two more questions are there in the textbook. Okay, and one related with one scale of map, one question also given. Okay, the scale of a map is given 1:3 crore. Okay, example 5, that question also discussed. Then you can do the exercise question alone, very easy. The scale of a map is given 1:3 crore. Okay, 1:3 crore. Okay, 1:3 crore, and two cities are 4 centimeter apart on the map. If you take the here also the table, okay, what we can write 1:, otherwise first you want to take the actual distance and the scale distance. If it is map, if it is map and the actual distance. Okay, map distance and actual distance will be different. So if in the map, if it is 1 centimeter, that map distance is given in centimeter, actual distance will be in kilometer. And if the distance in the map it is represent is 1 centimeter, what is its actual distance? It will be 3 crore. Okay. Then we want to find out two cities are 4 centimeter apart on the map. So on the map distance, if it is given 4, what will be actual distance? So here we can take the variable x. Then what we can write? X1 by y1 equal x2 by y2, or 1/3 crore is equal to 4 by x. Then we can find out the value. Instead of 3 crore, we can mark it as 3 into 10 raised to 7. That type also we can write 10 raised to 7. Okay. And after getting the answer, it's here the value of x will get, after calculation you will get the value as value of x, that is the actual distance in the place. If you get, that will be 12 into 10 raised to 7 centimeter. Okay, here we are taking in map distance, we are taking in centimeter. Actual distance also first we take in centimeter, that you want to convert. Here it is this much centimeter is given. Okay, so first we want to we want to convert that into kilometer. So 12 into 10 raised to 7, when we convert into kilometer, first we want to convert into meter, then kilometer. So how many digits will move? 5 digits will move. So it will be 1200 kilometer. Okay, two cities 4 centimeter apart on the map will actually distance between that two cities will be 1200 kilometer. Using this concept you can do the exercise questions. 5 questions you can do, 1 to 5. All of you do it as homework. Okay, thank you.